Good day, grade 6. Welcome to our e-learning for today. And for today's video, I'm going to discuss the topic Lesson 17, the Emperor's Silent Army Summary. So this is a different video from the first video. This will be the summary, and I'm going to discuss detail per detail of the informational text. So please prepare the following materials for today, March 25, 2020. The materials are this video. I want you to finish this, so please be patient. The Socrative and your notes. So if you are prepared, please, let's start. What are the things that you're going to do for today? So number one, you're going to watch this YouTube video, Lesson 17, the story summary. And afterwards, you're going to study your notes. And if you are ready, you're going to open Socrative and answer Socrative task or assignment starting from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And the room name is AAS Grade 6, all caps. Next, what are our goals for today, our learning objectives for today? First, read on level with purpose and understanding. And second, read fluently and accurately. So I want you to understand everything that I'm going to say today, discuss today. And if you want more time, you can pause the video and then read your book, or you can watch the video again, the first video that I sent you. So we are now going to discuss the lesson 17, the summary of all the informational text entitled The Emperor's Silent Army. So let's start. Number one, the Emperor's Silent Army is also known as the Terracotta Army, or what we call the terracotta figurines. So these figurines are made out of clay. And the story is actually an informational text, so it gives us facts and information about the topic. So the topic here is the Terracotta Army. We're going to base our discussion right now from the book itself. So the book has a title, A Strange Discovery. So why is this a strange discovery? So in 1974, in Lincoln County, so Lincoln County is a town or a village far away from the city. So there were three well diggers discovered the pottery man. So it was summer and they were digging a well for watering plants. So while they were digging, they struck a stone, and while they were digging around it, they found out that this is not a stone, but this is a pottery man looking back at them. And then they remembered the stories given by farmers before, who saw or who discovered this pottery man before, but they did not report this to government officials. They were thinking that it is a bad luck. So remember that Chinese people, they believe in many superstitious beliefs, which means that they believe in supernatural being from nature. So which means that they believe in bad luck. So here you can see Lincoln County. So these are the mountains of Lincoln County where they discovered the pottery man. But these three well diggers, these farmers, they are not superstitious. So they went to a government official and reported what they discovered. So this government official brought groups of archaeologists, and they visited and they started digging or excavating. So digging or excavating around the area, or around that site, around that place. So these archaeologists found many more terracotta or clay soldiers. So let's continue. So this is the picture in your book. Again, this is Lincoln County where they found the pottery man. So after weeks of digging, so these scientists, they've been digging for like weeks and weeks and months. They found a lot of pottery man, and they started to call them terracotta soldiers or terracotta figurines. And this is a sample when they were digging. This is a sample of a figurine that's still covered by soil or dirt. And now you can see here in the museum a life-size model of a horse, a clay horse, and a terracotta soldier here. Now they are life-size, and most of them weighs as much as 400 pounds. And this clay pottery, they are from a long time ago. Now, also, the archaeologists found in the site swords and a lot of weapons, and still, like the tips of arrows, they are still very, very sharp, and the author wrote it, they can still split the hair. So which means that for many years that they are covered by dirt, they are still very sharp. As you can see here, the picture of the terracotta weapons. So here we have a spear, a sword, a J, and then arrow tips here. They are still very sharp. Next, so after more than 30 years, so the archaeologists keep on excavating and digging, and they found almost 7,500 terracotta soldiers standing guard beneath Xi'an, China, and they found out that they are 2,200 years old. So it's been a long time, and they've been standing guard there for almost 2 millennia. So here's a picture coming from your book. So you can see here a lot of terracotta soldiers, and you can see also in the middle some clay horses. Now, this discovery, according to the author, is one of the largest and best discoveries of all time, like the Egyptian pyramids. So as you can see here, a better picture. The question is, who put them there? And the answer is, there's only one man who put them there, and that is the first emperor of China, Qi Shi Huang. So here, the title is The Quest for Immortality, and you will know why. Now, who is the first emperor of China? What did he do? Why is he important? Who is Qin Shi Huang? So he united the 7 warring empires. So as you can see in this picture here, this is the empire of Qin. And now that's number 1. And then we have Zhou, Han, Wei, Zhao, Shi, and Yan. So there were 7 warring empires. So they've been in war for more than hundreds of years. So what did he do? He united this into one country, into one empire, and he called it Qin. That's why the name of this place right now is China, from the word Qin. So what is this warring empire? So each one of these warring empires has its own language. So that's why in China they have a lot of languages, because before, thousands of years ago, it's not only one country, but it's actually 7 empires. So they have language, their own currency or money, they have their own laws, and ruler. So he defeated them all. The author wrote, it's just like when he conquered the places, he is just like a silkworm devouring a leaf. So it means that it was easy for him to conquer these other 6 states. Now, after he united this empire, he called it Qin. Alright? So that's why the first emperor of China, he is so important. He was ruthless, but important. So this is a picture coming from your book. And I don't know if you prepared this picture of him. Next, a quest for immortality. So what's immortality? Immortality is living forever. So because he is too powerful and he owns great lands and he's the leader of a great empire, he wanted to live forever. And he believed that eating jade, powdered jade, and drinking mercury here, he believed that it will make him immortal. But remember, when I discussed this before to you, mercury is a poison to your body. So this is poisonous, and that's why after drinking this many times, he died. And he was 49 years old. And when he died, he was traveling. He was traveling back to his state capital, to his city. Now, his officials kept this as a secret. So because of a revolt, so they don't want people learning that he died, and the soldiers will be, or other officials might be revolting. So it will give them riot or chaos. So they want to know. They wanted to make it peaceful while they are going home. So they've been marching for months, and his body started to have a stench or an odor. What did they do? So they put a lot of fish, maybe a box of fish, and then to cover up the odor or the bad smell. And after maybe months of traveling, they went back home, and they announced that he's actually dead, and that he died. So then they opened up the emperor's tomb. So the emperor's tomb had been started for more than 30 years ago. When Qin Shi Huang, still 13 years old, they started building his tomb. Because Chinese people before, in the ancient times, they believed that living here on the world and going to afterlife is the same. So the things that you have here, you can have it also in the afterlife. So they made a very big tomb, bigger than his palace, with gold, with treasure, with everything that he owned in his life, and he wanted it also in the afterlife. So what is the tomb? So the tomb was huge. Treasures and replicas were placed there, and this is the picture of the tomb. As you can see, it looks like a pyramid. It looks like a big mountain, and surrounding this area, the tomb was surrounded by clay soldiers. So here, and in this side, and in this side, they dug up a very big hole and put the thousands and thousands of army, the clay army, so that because again he believed that the emperor will be protected by this clay army. That's why maybe he built them. So again, that's the tomb, and the tomb has many traps also, because the emperor believed that there will be grave robbers, so they might rob this tomb. That's why they put a lot of traps here. So if a grave robber went inside, they might be shot by an arrow automatically there, or they might be trapped inside and die inside. This is a picture. This is just an artist impression of what's inside, because again they did not yet open this tomb. Next, faces of ancient China. So the archaeologists believe that the craftsmen, so the one who made this, were potters from different places in China. So they based these faces of the clay soldiers from the people they knew. As you can see in the picture, thousands of this, more than 10,000 according to research, more than 20,000. They have different and unique faces. As you can see here, this face is different, this face is different, this face is different. All of them are unique. Okay? Dress, ears, hair, whatsoever, they are different from each other. Each one is unique. That's why this is so impressive. So the generals, so the leaders of the army, the generals' uniform are the most elegant. As you can see in the picture here, you can see here the picture coming from the book, and this is an artist's rendition when it is wore by a Chinese man with a sword. As you can see, this is a general before. Now, inside the emperor's tomb, so Chinese government did not excavate the tomb yet. So maybe as a respect to the first emperor of China, they did not touch the tomb. So everything that we see right now, they are still speculations. So we don't know what's really inside. They believe that Qin is buried with a jade suit, just like this in the picture, and a blanket of pearls. So this is the emperor's tomb right now. It's a park right now. So again, as you can see, it looks like a mountain or a pyramid with a lot of trees. Remember, this is a tomb, not a mountain. Now, that's the end of our lesson. So I want you to learn some tricks and tips. You can read and use internet browser if you don't understand some words or some parts of the discussion. You can also watch again the first video of the lesson 17 in this channel. And if you are still curious, watch terracotta documentary in YouTube. There's a lot of videos and YouTube videos, documentaries about the terracotta that will give you a lot of information about this clay army. And reminders for today. So you're going to do your Socrative task assignment today from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And the lesson that will be covered will be lesson 17, both vocabulary and the reading that we discussed today. And the Socrative task will be 25 points. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Remember, nothing can stop you from learning. This is Mr. Johnson. Thank you very much and goodbye.